Halo, halo. Hari ini episode ke-12 podcast Bandung Photography Month. Biasa kemarin-kemarin ada Bung Leo dan Wahyu. Hari ini saya dan Grace yang akan memandu acara.
Yes, ketemu lagi sama kita di podcast Road to Bandung Photography Month yang ke-7. Hari ini kita kedatangan tamu dari jauh.
Ya, jauh. Nyebrang pulau. Nyebrang pulau ya.
Yes, jadi hari ini kita mau ngobrolin tentang satu grant atau open call tentang project NFT dan pameran. Dan nanti yang yang ini kita dapat $600 ya, $600 dari namanya Artaka.io. Artaka itu apa dan bagaimana kemudian kenapa sih kok bisa juga kerja sama kita? Hari ini kita agak multi language ya.
Ya,
jadi
kita
campur-campur hari ini bahasanya jadi bahasa Indonesia dan Inggris. Kita jangan tidak terlalu lancar banget juga bahasa Inggris sih kayaknya. Jadi mudah-mudahan teman-teman juga mudah-mudahan bisa ngerti lah hari ini. Hari ini kita kedatangan.
Kita mencoba berbahasa Inggris.
Yes.
Dengan bahasa Inggris yang agak pas-pasan ya.
Yes. Kita panggil aja.
Kita ini dulu lah. Kita perkenalkan dulu yang akan kita ajak ngobrol hari ini adalah namanya Daniel Huete. Dia adalah seorang fotografer, kurator, edukator juga.
Dari mana?
Dari Spanyol.
Dia
berasal dari Spanyol, cuman sekarang tinggalnya di Bangkok di Thailand. Dan dia juga punya kolektif namanya Bad Eyes Kolektif yang terdiri dari beberapa fotografer dan seniman yang lintas negara juga gitu. Nah, awal pertemuan kita dengan Daniel tuh di Twitter ya sebenarnya, di Twitter, dan saat kita sedang gencar-gencarnya bermain NFT sebetulnya. Nah, pembahasan tentang NFT mungkin bisa kita bahas di lain podcast ya. Cuman hari ini kita akan coba membahas tentang jadi Daniel dan kawannya ini membuat suatu platform NFT, tempat kita bisa berjualan NFT di dalamnya, dan sekarang belum launching sebetulnya, masih mau beta launching mungkin di bulan depan kalau nggak salah, atau 2 bulan lagi. Dan sebelumnya Artaka juga sudah memberikan grant kepada 10 fotografer. Dan sekarang si 10 fotografer ini sedang mengerjakan proyeknya masing-masing.
Ya, salah satunya yang dapat juga orang Indonesia ya?
Ya, salah satunya ada orang Indonesia juga, salah satunya Mas Roni Zakaria. Dan sekarang mungkin masih progres ya mengerjakan proyek, dan nanti dari 10 karya tersebut akan dibuat NFT dan juga mungkin fisik dalam bentuk pameran. Nah, untuk lebih lanjut, mari kita
panggilkan undang
Daniel. I will invite you to the stream, Daniel. Wait. Hello.
Hey guys. How's it going?
Daniel.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you for inviting me on the show.
Yeah. We hope we can meet in real life.
Yes.
Yeah. It's coming up soon. It's coming up.
Yeah. We always meet up in space, Twitter.
It's different. It's very different than spaces, right?
Okay. Before this, me and Grace talking about you, about Artaka, in brief introduction. And now we want to hear from you as representative of Artaka. What is Artaka? Please.
So we've been here. I've been here in this sort of Twitter NFT right at the beginning. Like I think it was 2021. I think early 2021, and we saw the growth of digital art and NFTs, and we really thought that there's no, like when you talk to other people about NFTs, like real like photographers around me, they thought, oh, NFTs is not a real thing, right? So so from there we thought, oh well, we would like to use the technology and sort of bring the technology to photographers, so photographers can use that technology to create. It's not only digital pieces, but rather being a bridge between the digital and the physical. And I think that was really our intent, and it is our intent at the beginning. So it's a curated platform for art and photography, and it's built around a community, and the community of NFTs and photography. So it's not solely based on physical or digital alone. It's a combination. So you would be able to, it's a platform that you will be able to sell your work, whether it's a digital piece or a physical piece, and you have the option to combine both. And what we envision is sort of like a constant changing dynamic community of creators, collectors, curators, and people who love art, that they will share the space on the platform. And yeah, I think that sums it up.
Ya, jadi mungkin tadi teman-teman udah dengar bahwa Daniel bilang bahwa Artaka itu sebetulnya muncul dari basically dari komunitas ya,
from community.
ya dari komunitas. Kemudian Artaka ini ingin sekali membawa atau menjadi jembatan bagi para terutama fotografer yang ingin memanfaatkan dunia NFT ini gitu, karena mungkin teman-teman yang sudah tahu dunia NFT beberapa platform itu masih banyak, ya cukup banyak yang dia mix ya, jadi art dan fotografi dan musik gitu. Tapi kalau Artaka memang khusus fotografi ya.
Ya, meskipun mungkin sempat ngobrol juga mungkin di waktu lain akan bertambah, tapi the focus of Artaka is right now is photography, right?
Yes, so we will begin with photography, because since I've been working over 10 years as a photographer, and what I know the most is about photography, right? And friends and people around me are mostly in the photography world. But the co-founder, main founder of Artaka, Michael, he wants to expand to art, fine art or art later on, which I think it's great as well. And for me, I envision something that it's more. I love the physicality of photography and objects and the photo book, and I think it would be really interesting to see how each photographer or artist can use that to sort of not just make NFTs, but use it as a combination, and use that technology to sort of create new things. Whether you put it on a book, and then you have the NFT as a book, and you have you make 10 handmade copies of a book, and you put that. We have we're working with a company that will create some sort of QR codes that we put on the back of the pieces, so that you're not able to take it out. So imagine you make 10 books, and you put that you put those QRs on the book, and you have 10 handmade copies of a book, and those 10 are unique, and they're linked with the NFT. So it goes with books, it goes with prints, it goes to physical objects, it goes. I mean, there's endless possibilities for artists to sort of work with the technology, and at the moment there's not many, or not any that I know of, that work in the platform, combining those two things and bridging those two things, because it's either digital alone, or there is some company that is using QRs, but it's not there yet. And I think we call it NFT plus. So anything that is NFT plus physical work is called NFT plus. Yeah.
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 So that is the interesting thing about Artaka, I think, because before Artaka, that I know, in NFT space, in Twitter, in Discord, in the community, uh, uh, the king is the digital,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and yeah, and
Yeah.
it's kind like a habit for everybody who join NFT space that
Mm-hmm.
they
Collect.
put
Yeah.
away the physical thing in their mind and just collect the digital, and I
Yeah.
think it's a huge step for the community, for Artaka to bring back. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna bring back
Mm-hmm.
the physical, and because photography for us is always physical, right?
Yes. Yes.
and
Yeah.
the object is important, and we really appreciate the Artaka want to bring that to the space, and
Yeah.
uh,
I do think that you have people who love the digital aspect of the NFTs, and you have people
yeah,
who
Yeah.
like us that love the physical aspect. So
Yes.
we're not trying to limit sort of the ways you can do it. I mean, people can also sell only NFTs. That's fine. But for people who use the physical aspect of photography, I think that's a game changer. I think that's something that can help a lot of people that are not believing in NFTs at the moment to use it to their advantage. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be selling more, but it means that you work on what you like. I mean, I have, for example, a lot of work that I wouldn't see it any other way than being in the physical form. Like, I don't want to sell the file of it. Like, what's the point of selling only the file, right? Like, I see that
yeah,
okay, I want to do this print, but I want it to be a print. So I can decide in Artec, I can say, oh, I only sell the digital file, or I want it to live in the physical world. So it is a print, and you cannot change it. It is a print, and that's the NFT plus the print. So they go together.
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, exciting.
Ah, Artaka right now is already launched, or it's kind of beta launch, or
So our CTO and developer team they're working on the back end and front end on. Well, the design is already ready. We're doing some touch ups on the whole MetaMask connection. So it's going to be on the Ethereum chain. We explored using other chains, but I think at this point in time, looking at the market, looking at how everything is working, I think that the most solid blockchain at the moment is the Ethereum chain. So I think, yeah, at the moment I think we're going to launch right when we're going to go for the exhibition. I think if everything is clean and there's no bugs, I mean, the beta launch can be then, which that we are launching the platform with the work of 10 artists, as well as we have a backlog of articles. So we interviewed a lot of photographers. We have interviews with Kosuke Okahara from Japan. We have
oh, nice, yeah, I'm
VJ
fans.
VJ Villafranca from Philippines. Like we I think with Catherine Kuning as well. We have a lot of interviews that are on the archive, waiting to be put on the website, and we're really excited. We want to feature good photography, and yeah, that's the main thing. I didn't want we didn't want the platform to be only for for hobbyists, but rather more for the people who take it seriously, the photographers who take their craft seriously. And I think it's important that we keep it that way, and that we focus on growth, but on quality work.
Yeah, that's why it's curated.
Yeah, it's taken time, but it's good. And I think it's really exciting to bring something new that other people haven't really done so far. So that's great.
Yeah, and Artaka already gave a grant to 10 photographers from different, from many countries, I think, from different regions.
Yes. So we worked. We opened up the photography open call for any photographer working or using photography to tell their stories. And we opened the application, I think, a few months ago, and we've got a lot of submissions, and we decided to go with a really strong selection of work. But there's a trick. The trick is that it couldn't be old work. It has to be, or it could be a mixture between old work and new work, but it has to be worked in a way that it hasn't been seen. And we gave each artist.
Actually, it's new. Actually, it's new work, right?
Yeah. So they had about 3 months to create 25 images. We gave each artist a $1,000 grant. I know to create a new work, $1,000 is not a lot, but it definitely helps to begin a project.
In Indonesia,
it depends.
It
depends where you are, of course. It depends where you are. But if you are based in, I don't know, if you're in Indonesia and you wanna do a project in Europe, it's not a lot. Or if you're or opposite. If you're local, you live in a place and you use your money wisely, I'm sure you can do something. But I like that everybody sort of tries to sort of push to something new and experiment and try to work with different methods and not just stick to what they know, but also try out new things. And it's a challenge because 3 months, you think it's a long time, but it's not a long time. It's really complex.
Yeah.
So I'm following up with every artist, and they're like, deadline coming soon. So it's a challenge, but it's good, and they have something new to do. And I'm excited to see what they create. Yeah.
So the 10 artists will be you will make an exhibition of the work, right? I hear you will make it in Bangkok.
Yes. So we have an exhibition from October 1st to November 1st here in Bangkok. We'll put together the work of the 10 artists, and we will show it for 1 month. And it's just really glad to see that all these people are they don't know each other. Well, some of them do, but some of them don't even know each other, and they're gonna show new work together in this place. And you have people you have 2 Thais, you have Indonesian, you have from Iran, you have one Swiss photographer, one from Italy, one Japanese. So it's a great mix, and another one from Vietnam. So it's amazing. It's amazing to see such a diverse group, and they're very talented. I mean, they've been working with photography for quite some time. Some of them are attended to World Press Photo workshops and won some awards. Another one loves to make books. The Kenji from Japan, he makes great books. I mean, Scott is a great photographer as well. I mean, and there's a great big range of photographers, and they're all very talented. Let's see. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah. And And in Bandung Photography Month,
It's almost a same date, not too far from the Bangkok. Bangkok is the 1st October, and the Bandung Photography Month it will 16.
Yeah, 16 October.
Yeah.
So I will tell in bahasa Indonesia first. Jadi teman-teman nanti pada pas Bandung Photography Month 16 Oktober, 16 Oktober through 16 November, kita akan bikin one month
festival fotografi di Bandung yang ke-7 tahun ini, dan
yang ke-7 dan salah satu main event dari Bandung Photography Month adalah Artaka Exhibition. Dan pameran yang sama yang akan digelar di Bangkok itu akan sama juga digelar di sini ya, kurang lebih begitu. Dan mungkin itu nanti berbarengan juga dengan launching si Artaka di websitenya, si karya-karyanya. Dan tentunya akan sangat menarik sih melihat 10 fotografer yang sudah dikurasi, dan saya pribadi beberapa tahu namanya, pemain-pemain lama lah bisa dikatakan begitu gitu. Senior, pemain lama yang memang sudah punya karya tidak diragukan lagi lah, bisa dibilang begitu gitu, dan akan dipamerkan di Bandung gitu. Dan kita lihat nanti, karena tentu saja bukan hanya pamerannya saja ya, karena nanti pun mungkin akan banyak informasi-informasi buat teman-teman yang belum paham NFT dan segala macam gitu.
Betul sekali.
Itu akan banyak informasi baru lah, karena kan seperti kita tahu ya, sebetulnya NFT di Indonesia itu belum benar-benar nasional lah gitu.
Ya mungkin NFT masih terbatas beberapa ya, maksudnya marketplace dan lain-lain juga masih terbatas juga, pengetahuan tentang NFT-nya juga kayaknya masih belum, terutama karena kita acara fotografi gitu. Nah, NFT yang marketplace yang cocok nih buat fotografi salah satunya ya ini gitu ya, maksudnya. Ya nanti di BPM akan ada Artaka ini, dan teman-teman akan banyak mungkin launchingnya juga bersamaan juga, pamerannya juga, jadi nanti bisa tanya-tanya juga, dan insya Allah sih Danielnya juga akan datang juga ke Bandung.
Ya, mudah-mudahan bisa datang ya.
Mudah-mudahan.
Dan kita pengen ngebahas soal ini ya, karena kita ngebuka grant. Kita ngebuka grant kerjasama antara Bandung Photography Month dan Artaka. Kita membuka grant yang tadi udah dibilang di awal ya, senilai $600 untuk satu orang fotografer untuk mengerjakan karya baru. Nanti kita kasih waktu, kalau yang terpilih akan mengerjakan sampai mungkin akhir Desember atau awal Januari, dan setelah itu nanti akan dipamerkan. Jadi kita akan rencana sih kita pengen bikin showcase untuk mungkin nanti di kuartal pertama tahun depan, dan nanti di BPM 2023 akan dibuat pameran yang fullnya gitu ya dari si pemenang grant.
Jadi teman-teman mungkin kalau yang belum cek-cek infonya, nanti bisa cek di website Bandung Photography Month atau di IG-nya Bandung Photography Month ya. Jadi kita lagi open call kerjasama dengan Artaka, bahwa Artaka memberi grant sebanyak $600, dan siapapun bisa submit, dicoba aja, mudah-mudahan nanti yang beruntung yang dipilih oleh mereka akan dipamerkan juga di tahun depan. Nah, itu kita akan ngobrol-ngobrol nih sama Daniel.
Oke, Daniel.
Yes.
So I just tell you that I just tell the audience that Bandung Photography Month and Artaka in collaboration make grant one grant for one photographer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it's a bit the same as the grants that we're working on currently for the exhibition in Bangkok. Well, it's a bit similar in terms of that the artist has to create 25 images, and so we'll give the artist $600 to create new work, and the artist will have a period of time where that they will create new work, and then they will be sold through our platform. So it's not that we'll get the images and we'll use them. No, it's mostly like they can sell it through our platform, and whatever they get sold for, I mean, that's also for the artist. I think there's a commission on that for the platform, as every platform. But the key thing is that it's the same. It's basically the artist will have a period of time to work on new work, and we will select the deadline for the grant is 30th of September, I believe, right? And from that moment on, whoever gets selected will be able to work until the deadline it's fixable. The deadline we can still be a little bit more loose on the terms of the deadline, since if it's 2 months is not enough, we'll give them another month, because it's already launched. The site is already launched, so we'll be okay. But I think we discussed. I discussed with Michael. It will probably be 31st of January. Will be okay for a deadline to submit the final work. So we can talk and discuss about that. But I think that's a great. It's a great period of time. I think from September to December to January. I think that's good. But yeah, I mean, the same thing goes with our grants. I mean, the work will be sold through the platform, so that's also the we want to keep giving grants. So there's a 27% that goes back. So for every piece sold, 27% of that will go to grants, and 3% will go to the platform. So so we can have a sort of like recurring grants for all the artists. So we want to keep supporting creators and photographers. So we don't take the 30%, but we put that 27% from 30%. We put 27% aside to give out to more artists to keep creating work. And the benefits of that, it's that from the 100%, the artist gets a clean cut of 70% for them, as it's their work, and so we help you create, and you gain something out of it, right? So but whatever you post and you create outside of the grants, we only take 3%. So it's basically only the people who we support through the grants. From them, we will take 27 for the grants, and 3% for the platform to continue running. Otherwise, we can't keep going, right?
Absolutely.
But I think that's great initiative, right? Because after that, many people can make their own work with the grant. More people to come to
and
the
afterwards, right?
Space.
Like afterwards, you can keep posting different work that you have already, and you that's for you, that's you pay something so the platform can keep going. And I think it's good, because it's not, I realize that there's no platform that is okay, it's only photography, or it's, so we will have photography, but when we bring other type of art, we want to separate it. We want to create a different section of the website to bring art. We don't want to bring other type of art, because I think photography deserve its own space. And sort of every other organization or DAO, or they're using other they're using like OpenSea, or they're using other platforms as well. The also, one of the things that we're working on that I forgot to mention was that you will have the work on your own contract. That's one thing that we're trying to implement. And you will be able to do lazy minting. So you pay once for deploying the contract, and then you're able to keep minting or keep uploading without having to pay every single time for your NFTs. So that's one thing that we're working on, that I think it's very good, because now, like if you post on other platforms, you have to pay every single time that you upload if it's on your own contract. For example, on Manifold, like you have to keep paying every time you mint. But on this, with this method, we're trying to use this method, which is every time you pay once at the beginning when you set up your account to mint, and then after that you can upload as many files as you want and you won't have to pay for it. So that's what we're looking at, and I think that's also a thing that will help photographers in the long run, because it's very expensive. Like if I wanted to drop or put out there a series of 25-30 images, I'm looking at X times 30 or X times 25 images. So it's costly to put it on your own contract. And I also think that having for me as a photographer myself, I would love to have a platform. Like people say, oh, the future is maybe having it on your own website, or why do you have to give X% to a platform? Well, if it's a platform that has good artists and good photography, and you're surrounded with people you like, and and people that you like the work of other people that are in there, and I think it helps the photographer. If you sell it on your website, it's the same, no? Now you can still sell prints on a website, but the photographer rather be in the gallery, because the gallerist or the person running the gallery helps them to sell work, or helps them for certain things, right? So I think the need of a platform is there. Like for me personally, I rather go with a platform than doing it on my own website, because your own website means maintenance, means that you never, nobody sees it unless you have to put in the work and keep pushing your website out there. I mean, it's great, but it also very time consuming. So I think a platform helps. I don't know. What do you think, Aga?
Yeah, I think it's great point, because in NFT people become they become artists, they become curator, they become marketing, they
absolutely.
become
Exactly.
It's
everything. And
difficult.
wow, it's very difficult. We try it in
Yes.
this maybe next one I'm 1 year in NFT, and wow, it's it's very hard.
Yeah, and
And I think
you have to be all the time online. Like
yeah.
Yes.
it's
Oh, it's
draining
very
sometimes.
exhausting. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think one good platform to sell, to present our work, especially photography, like Artaka do it. It's great. Then I know it will be great, because Artaka not only a marketplace. It's you take interview, you dig 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 deep down
To
to
the
the work of
artist.
the
Yeah.
artist, and I think
That,
it's great.
yeah, that's what we want to do. I mean, I don't want it to be just NFTs and then finished. I want to sort of build this use the network that we have as everybody knows. You guys have your network in Indonesia. I have some people that I know in Bangkok or in other places, and everybody who comes in sort of, is, I know, for example, 10 photographers or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100, but from me then it goes to 50 people, but from you also goes to 20 people, and it goes like that, and if I tell you, you tell me 3 people or 4 people that that they're good photographers, you will bring those people to Artaka, because what is there's Tezos, but Tezos is great. The problem about Tezos is that I don't know, there's no that link to the physical stuff. For
Yeah.
me, it's the whole link to the physical world. Like I can have my book, or let's say I make 10 books by hand and I sell them. You have 10 books with the NFT together. I mean, that's just something that
Yes.
not like no other platform has done it so far, and
Yeah.
if they do it, they mix it all together, you know, like you will see
Yeah.
art and you will see photography in the same basket.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if I want to look for you, if I want to look for your
Yeah.
guys' work, like if I'm I can't find you. I have
Yeah.
to
It's
know
just a
you
bit difficult
to
because
be able to.
it's mixed all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So also with the interviews and the features that we're doing, and not just thinking, oh, look at this NFT for sale. No, it's like, who's this guy? What's his work? Like, let's go deep diving their work. And we have 2 writers at the moment. We'll be adding more writers as we launch further. But 2 writers, photography writers, great writers that have been doing the interviews. So as we go, like, everybody who joins the platform will be able to eventually have a featured article, like a full article written about their work. And that's also good, because it's not just like what I said, no, like look at this NFT. It's more of,
Not only in the
okay,
NFT. Yes.
this is
Yeah.
my work. This is my work. This is the
Yes.
maybe the books that I've worked on, or this is why I photograph, or different
Yes.
things that sort of add more value to the person. Because
Yes.
the NFT is just a digital file, but why should anybody buy that? You know, you're
Yes.
also, I think you're also investing in that relationship between the person and like, if I buy your book, like, it's because I like your work, but I mean, something is drawing me to see you, to buy your work, to interact with your work. And I think that's important. And
Yes.
yeah, I think we want to create that space where we can thrive, and where we feel comfortable. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, I have accounts with Maker Place, or other, like, I have so many other accounts in Foundation or other platforms, but it's mixed. You know, if somebody is looking for you, they will come and find me, but
Yes.
you are not really in a photographic comfortable space
Yeah.
for you to
Yes.
grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like separate, no? It's like, oh, NFTs is like a separate thing. We want to,
Yes.
you know, combine both things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's important about what good platform to show photography, because until now I don't see it in NFT
Yeah,
space. And personally, we hope the Artaka will bring something more, yeah, more good, more, yeah, it more apa ya,
I hope
more
so. I hope
different, I
so.
think. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hope so. Yeah,
I think
And
it will be
I'm
different
also,
because yeah.
yeah, I'm also realizing that there's not much. It's very like American or European artist centered. Like, I want to
yeah,
see more work coming
yeah, yeah, yeah,
from, you know, I'm based in Bangkok. I love a lot, like, many of my photographic references are from the region, South Asia, or Southeast Asia. And I want to see more work coming from this region as well, no, from Indonesia, from Thailand, from Myanmar, from Vietnam, from everywhere, from India and in Bangladesh. Like, there's so many great photographers,
yeah, yeah,
um, and I want this to be a space where it's not just, oh, look at NFTs. No, it's like, this is my work, this is who I am, and you know, we can sort of, this is, you can find my work for sale, or just to see at this place. And you can even upload pieces that you don't want to sell, but you just want to upload it, and people know that this is part of the series, or this is your work. And I think that's something to have to work on. And I find that, yeah, if we do it well, and if everything goes as planned, I think it's great to have this space for, you know, essentially, I wanted that space. I wanted to be in that space, and I didn't find another platform like that. Like I every platform I look is just not the right energy, the right work being posted there. Is so essentially is I wanted to create something. I came into Artica thinking, okay, well, let's make something that I would be part of, that I would want to post my work in, that I would want to sort of be, talk to other people. Like even we thought about the workshop ideas. You will be able to do workshops within the platform, or sell
Nice.
or do sort of host either online or offline. So have this relationship with the platform that is not just selling, but learning or taking information that can help you grow as a photographer. Like in the space is very limiting. It's only about sell, and that's something that we want to sort of work with and change. Also, that is not just about selling, but it's about cultivating a little bit more the mind and how to move forward. No, and okay, well, maybe I like this photographer and I absorb some of what he does or she does, and I learn from of her work, and then I make something, experiment, make something new, and so it's a space to sell, yes, but it's also a space to grow and learn.
To grow.
Yes.
It's so the physical aspect of the NFT plus, it's not only about work, it's about real life communication, workshop learning, and everything. So guys, people who watching this or watching after this, let's see, because Artaka will be collaborate with us in Bandung Photography Month, 16 October to 16 November.
Yes.
And we hope we can see you in real life too in Bandung, Daniel.
I'm excited. Let's see. I hope if everything goes well, you'll see me there. It's all great.
We really hope everything goes well, goes according to the plan.
Same here. Like I'm excited. It's been a long time since I've been in Indonesia, and would love to join you guys there and see you and meet you in person. Would be great.
Okay, maybe that's it.
I think that's all for us today, and terima kasih teman-teman. Mungkin hari ini kita cukupkan obrolannya dengan Daniel. Thank you so much, Daniel, for joining us.
Terima kasih.
And hope everything goes well.
Hope everything goes well according to the plan.
Thank you.
And everyone in great health. I think.
So you guys too.
See you on Bandung.
Okay,
and guys. See you on another podcast.
Sampai
Thank you so
ketemu
much.
lagi sampai di podcast
terima kasih.
selanjutnya.
Bye.
Terima kasih. Bye.
Bye.